Bad things, 1981, 4 months to go for the Mr. Olympia, okay? And my fiance, the girl I was gonna marry, left me for my training partner. And I was shocked, I was startled. I'm like, oh my God, 4 months to go, I can't train. I'm messed up, I'm hurt. And for some reason that year, all the hurt went into my training. I just opened the door up to Gold's Gym, my arms would grow. Every exercise I did worked greater than ever. The hurt, the pain, the terrible trauma, life drama and trauma turned out to be the best thing in the world for me in 81. If I look back, the arm tearing in 1982, the bicep tearing, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Anything negative that happened to me turned out to be an opportunity in disguise. And I look at life that way. It's hard to understand it at that time, but I always find years later, it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Making the right decisions is a one-on-one battle. Whatever the majority of the crowd's doing, find your way doing the opposite. And see 9 times out of 10 how right you turn out to be. That's what you got to put in your head. Every decision you make. What promises you got to make to yourself. I'm great. Greatness ain't a thought process. Greatness is a lifestyle. It's what you live by. It's what people breathe.
What you have to do when it's not working with a girl is wish them luck, to give them the best of luck, wish them luck, walk away and don't look back. And you're still going to get those emotions, those things are still going to hit you, but walk away and don't look back. And there's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, if there's any chance that it's going to work out, the best possible way for you to get it to work out is by walking away, by wishing them luck, walking away and don't look back. That's the best way.
How so?
Because if there is something there, then she will let you know eventually. And if there's nothing there, you're going to know that too, because you never hear from her again. That's fine. The protocol for getting her back is to walk away and don't look back. That's the protocol, is to move on. The protocol, if she doesn't want you back, is to walk away and don't look back. So, look, and I know it's hard, but you'll get some of those waves, but those waves will become less frequent and they'll become less powerful, and eventually you can move on.
Success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not. Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. Why not try it, man? You can't talk it all the time. You gotta walk it. Commit to one day. Try it. See how it feels. Getting up that early when everyone else is asleep, or it's that cold when everybody else says no, this is not comfortable. We shouldn't do this. You say yes, motherfucker. I'm gonna introduce myself to it. You do a little extra effort here. You take whatever's normal and you do a little extra to it. That's what makes it extraordinary. What's that extra? The extra rep. Getting up an extra half hour earlier. Those little extras combine to a word called extra with ordinary together to make extraordinary.
Well, life took me somewhere unexpected. I'm unprepared. It's about 6 degrees out here, and I'm underdressed. But guess what? No one gives a f***. You gotta get the mother. Sometimes life can really hijack your mind. When that happens to you, you're all up. Your goals, your ambitions, everything is out the window. In life, we all go through different things. Sometimes your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. Guess what? Get the f over it. They no longer want you. Maybe you failed a test in school. You worked your ass off. Guess what? You failed the test. Get over it. Move past it. Learn to not let life hijack your brain. At work, you've been working your ass off for that new promotion. You don't get it. Someone else does. Maybe they kiss better than you do. Guess what? Get over it. Life will hijack your mind if you let it. Don't allow all these things to make you a lesser person. You must own your mind. Don't let life own yours. Get after it, stay hard.
Stop going about the day as a servant. Become the master. Run your day and stop having it run you. Believe in yourself. Be that one of 100. Have a belief. Instead of just jaw-jack talk of intent. huge differential there. Differential is somebody just breathing life, and the other one taking the most of the opportunity at the time of life. Remembrance, otherwise forgotten.
Well, there's a deep idea in the West too. It's like, pick up your damn suffering and bear it. And try to be a good person so you don't make it worse. Well, that's a truth. You know, I read a lot about the terrible things that people have done to each other. You just cannot even imagine it. It's so awful. So you don't want to be someone like that. Now, do you have a reason to be? Yes. You have lots of reasons to be. God, there's reasons to be resentful about your existence. Everyone you know is going to die. You know, you too. And there's going to be a fair bit of pain along the way, and lots of it's going to be unfair. It's like, yeah, no wonder you're resentful. It's like, act it out and see what happens. You make everything you're complaining about infinitely worse. There's this idea that hell is a bottomless pit, and that's because no matter how bad it is, some stupid son of a like you could figure out a way to make it a lot worse. So you think, well, what do you do about that? Well, you accept it. That's what life is like. It's suffering. That's what the religious people have always said. Life is suffering. Yes. Well, who wants to admit that? Well, just think about it. Well, so what do you do in the face of that suffering? Try to reduce it. Start with yourself. What good are you? Get yourself together for Christ's sake so that when your father dies, you're not whining away in a corner and you can help plan the funeral and you can stand up solidly so that people can rely on you. That's better. Don't be a damn victim. Of course you're a victim. Jesus, obviously.
You have to realize that one day your life is going to flash before you and the credits are going to roll, and it's going to be two options. It's going to say, oh, it's too late, or it's going to say, yeah, I kicked that. And that's the bottom line. So when they bury you, is your tombstone going to say, what might have been? Or is your tombstone going to say, hell yeah, I killed him?